Hello and welcome to this pre-MRMW event interview. It's fantastic to be joined by Cezar of Iris Mobile. Cezar, thanks so much for joining me today. Would you first of all like to tell us about yourself?
Hi Jack, thank you for having me here today. My name is Cezar Kolodziej and I am CEO and President of Iris Mobile. I lived in Chicago for over 20 years, but my background is from Europe, very close to you. I was born in Poland, spent a lot of time in Germany, and came for college to US, and I never left.
Awesome.
And very happy to be part of your conference in Chicago, which is my hometown by now, and we are very happy to have you guys here.
Yeah, I think we all can't wait to come. So first of all, I'd like to have a little bit of a chat about the MRMW conference itself. What made it jump out for you in the conference calendar? Obviously, it's conference season here for the researchers. It's a busy time, so I want to know what made you look forward to MRMW.
Well, as you know, MRMW is mobile research in the mobile world, and it's a hub of innovation. And we believe that Iris Mobile has a very unique offering in that space. We are a company that actually opens research to all phones besides smartphones, and with technology called rich media messaging, we are very well positioned to help mobile research community to actually get and collect data about all mobile users, and that's why we are very excited to be part of the conference.
Okay, and is it your first time at MRMW, or have you guys been before?
This is our first time, actually.
Oh, awesome. And you're presenting a paper, is that correct?
Yes, we are presenting the paper about location-based technologies. There's a lot of different technologies, a lot of voice, and with my background in technology, I am a technologist by heart. I spent over 15 years working at the Central of Mobile in Chicago at Motorola. You probably know that name. And with my background and now my role is at Iris Mobile, I'm very happy to come to the conference and bring the view from technology point of view, but also explain all technologies to marketers and researchers. They can actually use it in the way they are intended to be used.
Okay, so can we get a little bit more specific? I realize you probably don't want to give too much away about the paper that you're going to be presenting at the event, but can you tell us a little bit about what it's going to involve?
Yes, so there are a number of different technologies on the market today, and all of them they have pros and cons. They are good for one thing, not good for the other. So we will go for all those location-based technologies that are on mobile devices on the go and explain benefits and challenges with every single one of them. And so we will go through this landscape of very diverse technologies and help marketers to make decisions based on the full knowledge about technology and user experiences and accuracy of those technologies.
Okay, and I'm interested to get your point of view of where you see mobile within the market research industry. I was speaking to a researcher just last week, and they were telling me that mobile is almost an extension of self. It's kind of it's almost you. It's part of you. So do you see that mobile is kind of a very pivotal moment in market research?
Well, I totally agree that mobile becomes a part of us. We have mobile phones with us all the time. I heard a stat that we look at our mobile over 240 times a day. It's instantaneous part of us. And having this new device, which is with us all the time, it opens new opportunities to researchers to understand behavior of humans and behavior of their customers. And that's why we are part of the entire, I would call it a mobile revolution, because it changes everything. We thought that internet was a revolution over 25 years ago. And if you compare this, what's going on with mobile and how quickly people absorb and adapt mobile and change their behavior to align with mobile capabilities, it's amazing. And I think we should fully take advantage of this and understand what we can do and how we can meet our customers' expectations with this new part of themselves.
A mobile revolution is quite an interesting way of putting it. It's quite powerful. So do you feel then that this is only the start for mobile in the market research space?
Oh, absolutely. I do believe that it is just the beginning of all mobile revolution. If you go through the history, every revolution started at some point, and different people were part of this revolution. And I do believe that even though digital and internet space has a lot of in common with mobile. However, behavior and research and all other strategies are totally different from internet-based marketing and research. And that's why we need to talk about it, we need to understand and comprehend how it is different and how we can help to actually take full advantage of this. And that's why I anticipate that we are just at the beginning of a huge, huge behavioral change. We are talking mostly about smartphones, but we also know that other parts of the world are not that fortunate yet, and they don't have access to smartphones. They also have mobile phones, a little bit different ones. So when we talk about mobile research, we should understand the whole spectrum of mobile users and actually take advantage of every phone on the planet and collect data, make research, and make sure that every voice is heard from every mobile device. Here at Iris Mobile, when we develop our strategies for marketers and promoters, we always say we never leave any handset behind. To us, any customer is a very customer, whether they're on smartphones, top smartphones, or BlackBerry phones, or Windows, or even low-end feature phones. All people want to be heard, and that's what we provide with our technology.
That's a good point, actually, that you've made there, because I think there is a tendency when we talk about mobile now to, it's always about the smartphone now, isn't it? Kind of older models of phone are almost forgotten about, almost. And
yeah,
so,
because,
would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I think there's a reason for that. A lot of experts now working on mobile, they come from internet digital background, and this is natural extension of what they had on a PC screen. Now they take the same tools, the same experience into mobile space. However, how I look at mobile is mostly behavior, and as we spend a lot of time in front of desktops and PCs in the past, we are constantly on the go with mobile devices. So now how people behave with mobile, it's totally different how people behave with PCs and desktops. This is just the beginning. That's why I really believe that things will go in different direction. I think new approaches will be created, and research will be done in a different way, because we behave differently with mobile devices than we behave with PCs and desktops. However, some techniques are very similar, because now people can believe that mobile device is a small, little, tiny computer we used to have on our desks, and which is true. From computing power, that's absolutely correct. However, how we behave with mobile, it's quite different how we behaved with internet when we got it over 20 years ago. And that's why I do believe that I understand why emphasis is put on smartphones, because it's much easier to do research on smartphones. There are a lot of different technologies that can help you with this. However, if you look at on the entire mobile space, it's not quite simple. There are a lot of different approaches to mobile. People use mobile in different ways. They behave with them in different ways, and which is very often overlooked is, the most ubiquitous mobile behavior right now. It's direct mobile messaging, which is texting, which is texting apps, and that part, I believe, is overlooked and not fully incorporated as a part of mobile research, and how this channel, direct messaging channel, helps people to achieve goals because of mobile.
Absolutely. Well, I certainly can't wait for the comments. I think there's going to be some great content coming out for mobile there. And also, if we could just very quickly cover, you just said at the start of the interview, Chicago, your hometown, what a great venue for this MRMW event this year. Can you tell us a little bit about what those like me who aren't from Chicago, what we can look forward to?
Yes, absolutely. As I chose Chicago as my hometown over 20 years ago, I do believe this is the town for everybody. We have people from all around the world, and all mobile startups that I am part of are combination and melted pot of people with courage, people with energy, trying to make a difference in innovation in mobile. So besides Chicago being actually a cradle of mobile technology with Motorola in early 1970s, now we are moving the bar much higher. We have expertise from the past, but we are also learning about what's coming in the future, and that's why I'm very happy that mobile research in mobile world is coming to Chicago, which is actually, in my opinion, very adequate because innovation and mobile history meet together in Chicago. A lot of different cultures, a lot of different restaurants. You can actually go and find restaurants that if you don't speak native language, you might not communicate with people living there. But we are in Midwest, and there's a reason why people come to Chicago. And it's in the middle between East and West Coast, and we always see both parts of the story, and we get them together, and I believe we make the world much better because of that. And on top of it, we always say that we in Midwest we welcome everybody, and we are very friendly people. So we are waiting for you.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait. And as well, when we spoke about food, I really want to try the deep pan pizza. That's what I think when I think Chicago food. So can't wait for that. Cezar, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to speaking to you at the event at the end of this month.
Thank you very much, Jack, and I will see you when you come here.